today's video, let me show y'all how sweet this man is to me. Today's Valentine's Day. Haven't opened this yet. I don't know. He ordered me lunch. And it's shaped like a heart for Valentine's Day, guys. I'm so excited because I don't have to make myself lunch. Oh, I'm so excited. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my 22-week pregnancy update video. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that I am going to be really winded, really exhausted. I'm going to talk about that towards the end. I am in my lazy clothes. It's going to be another video where I'm doing my makeup and filming because I have to monetize my time. Like I said in my last video, which will be for you guys that would have been Wednesday, I told you guys how I'm deep cleaning my house. I'm still doing that today. Today's Valentine's Day, so the easiest way for me to get everything done is to do makeup and film at the same time. So I apologize for all of this, and we can just get started. So like I say in all my other videos, I use the Avia pregnancy app, and according to Avia, baby is the size of a corn stalk, which is about a foot tall. I feel like a foot tall to me sounds really just big, but then when I actually think about it, it's only a ruler big. And she supposedly weighs around a pound, but at my anatomy scan, she was right under a pound, so she's probably a little over a pound by now. Also, according to the app, she's sleeping 12 to 14 hours a day. I could totally believe it because she doesn't move a ton during the day, but a lot at night when I would like to go to bed. Also, she's practicing a lot of movement by touching everything, her umbilical cord, her face, gripping onto things, just practicing all that movement and touch. And then also, according to the app, the inner ears have now developed enough that she has a sense of balance. I think that's pretty cool how your ears have to do with your sense of balance, though. I think that's really neat. It also says that like swelling, as far as like mom symptoms though, that swelling is like really common, and in none of my pregnancies I've ever, like my previous pregnancies, I've never experienced swelling in a pregnancy, but after I give birth, I tend to swell only in my left leg every time. But with this baby, I've noticed that my ankles tend to swell a little bit, and my feet, which is really common. And then it says that heartburn is lingering. I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like heartburn is a symptom that will last your whole pregnancy if you're gonna have it. With James, I had it so intensely, it would keep me up at night. And then I didn't have it at all with Jackson. But with James, as I said before, he was born with like a head of hair, and it was very dark. It was like dark brown, good chunk of hair. And Jackson was still born with hair, but he was such a pale blonde. I don't know if it was right as much as James had. It was pretty pale, so you couldn't even see it. He was still pretty bald. But with this baby, the heartburn is now coming on. It's starting to get to where it's keeping me up at night, so maybe she'll be born with, I'm so winded, with a head full of hair. So as far as my cravings go, I have a mixture of very unhealthy to healthy. I really crave donuts, particularly from Come and Go, which I know they're not everywhere. They're like exclusive to like the region I live in, and it's a gas station. They have like a little market in it, and their donuts are super good. I particularly like the ones that have chocolate on them with sprinkles. Those are my absolute favorite snack in the whole world. No other donut from anywhere will compare to that donut. But opposite to that, I also really crave strawberries. I've said that in other videos that I crave everything that's strawberry, but I really love like a good sour strawberry. I don't know why, I just crave that taste. But also, I've been craving a lot more water. Like, I am just so intensely thirsty all the time now. But then, on opposite of that, I also crave root beer. And not just any root beer, I crave root beer from Sonic. And I could buy the root beer they sell at Sonic from Walmart. I did, and it still doesn't taste as good. I like it from Sonic. It's just better that way. So I'm gonna start out with the not as bad symptoms and then move into like the worst symptoms. So my breast, this is gonna be totally TMI. I don't care. It's a pregnancy update. I don't even care. My breasts have definitely grown. They do it all in my pregnancies. They go up like 2 to 3 cup sizes. So I'm gonna have to buy another new bra soon, which is freaking great because bras are expensive, guys. They're really freaking expensive, especially if you have like a smaller band size and a larger cup size. They're harder to find, like good ones. Also, I've been feeling super unmotivated. Like, it has to do with like something else I'm going to talk about in a minute, but I just feel like I don't want to do anything. I want to lay in my bed and just sleep. I don't have the energy to do absolutely anything. But then on the contrary, I just deep cleaned half my house yesterday. But I'm more or less forcing myself to do that. I don't want to do it. I mean, I want to do it. I don't want to put the work into doing it. I want it to just magically be done for me, pretty much. So moving into some of the worst symptoms. So I don't know what day this started on. It was over the weekend. And this contributed to part of the reason there wasn't a video up on Monday, because I was filming a vlog over the weekend, and about half of the weekend I started to have this problem, so I just stopped filming. I didn't have it in me to vlog anymore that weekend, and I just decided it was better to put up no content than really bad content. So, I want to say it was Friday. Maybe no, it was Saturday when it started. So Saturday, which you guys would have seen, was James wasn't here at all. He had spent Friday. He left Saturday, or he left Friday night. To go to Tristan's mom's with his little brother. So we didn't have him. So we went walking at the mall and doing a lot of stuff. We got home and I took like a short nap, and when I woke up, I had to go to the bathroom really bad because I'm pregnant. I literally pee all the time, but I really had to pee. So I got up to go pee, and as I was going pee, a very sharp pain rose up my left side, and I was like, this wasn't just like a little bit, this was like super painful. I cannot describe how painful this was. I think I was gonna get off the toilet. I like had to pretty much crawl out of the bathroom into my bed, and I laid there for a while. And that pain lasted, like that side pain was really painful and lasted for quite a while, maybe like 10 minutes, and then it faded off. But then I noticed I was starting to have like the feeling of contractions. And this is my 3rd pregnancy, so I can really like differentiate between the feeling of, you know, like Braxton Hicks, which just feel like pressure and just like tightening but not pain, and round ligament, which I feel in very specific areas and it just feels a very certain way. But if you've had babies, or if you know you've felt contractions, you know that like it kind of feels like a period cramp with lots and lots of pressure and tightening, and just, you know what I'm talking about, that feeling. That's what it felt like. It would fade, it would like come on, go, you know how contractions, like they do the wave, it goes up, really painful, dulls down, a few minutes later, and then does it again. It did that for like a while. And it got to a point that Tristan was kind of trying to convince me to let him take me to the doctor. But as I said before, I don't like going to the doctor. I don't like being a complainer. I don't want to go to labor and delivery unless I'm popping out a baby like that day. So I was like, look, if I call them, they're just going to tell me to drink a bunch of water and go lay down. So that's what I'm going to go do, because I don't even want to mess with this just to be told to go do this before they'll even see me. So I drink several of these a day. So I drink like 2 of these and lay down on my left side like they would have told me to do. And it did go away. And I was like, oh, it's fine. It's probably just, you know, this one-time thing. The next day, nothing happened. And then the next day, I want to say it was Monday, it happened again. And it came on slowly and they got really strong. So having already experienced this, I was like, okay, I will just go drink some water, lay down, it'll go away, and it did. So I'm thinking that when I'm up doing a lot of stuff and I'm not taking in any fluid or anything, it starts to cause me to have like probably like false contractions. I don't want to say they're real contractions, because you know, if you drink, they feel very real, but if you can drink water and lay down and it goes away, they're considered false. So I feel like it just has to do with me not drinking enough water and being really active. And this brings me in to my next thing. So as I've said in my previous pregnancy updates, and you'll see it through all of them where I've brought up this symptom and it's continuously getting worse literally every week when I talk about it. So the heart palpitations, as I said last time, I had an incident where my heart raced, I got really dizzy, and everything got very blurry. And that was, you know, kind of scary. But so about, what day did we do? I think it was Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday when this happened. I definitely want to say Tuesday. No. Yes, it was Tuesday. So, my nose was itchy. We got up, we're gonna go have breakfast. We went to the mall because we ate at the mall at this restaurant I go to all the time. We went to Build-A-Bear because we had some like gift cards. We got like 2 Build-A-Bears for like literally $4. It was fun. It was really fun. So you guys know Build-A-Bear. We go through the whole shebang and everything. We get to the checkout line. Tristan being the controller of the money. Not that I don't have money or anything. I usually let him take care of stuff because that's just how it is. But he was checking out and I'm standing there next to our little stroller, and I start to notice that I'm really, really winded and my heart's like doing that thing. But it happens to me all the time, like literally right now. So I was like, oh, it's fine. This is just what happens. You know, we're walking around, my heart's working harder, you know, pregnancy, yada, yada, yada. So and then I start to feel like really nauseous. Like I was like, oh God, I'm gonna throw up right here. He's gonna kill me because in my pregnancy with Jackson, I threw up in the middle of this really busy, huge restaurant, and he does not let it go since this day. Like, I haven't even really think I've eaten there since that happened, and it was like over a year ago, guys. So yeah, he would have not been happy with me if I'd thrown up in the middle of Build-A-Bear. So I squatted down, kind of just like cool down. We stand up, we get to literally the exit to go out into the mall. And then I stop, and I'm like, I started to get like insanely dizzy, and then everything started going black. Like, just my vision like was gonna go out. Not like it went blurry, but everything was like fading into like black and getting like really small. At which point I couldn't breathe, and this like cold, tingling feeling rose over my body. My whole body felt like static and cold, but I was sweating, and I started to feel myself like sink to the floor. And I'm thinking like, I've never passed out, but this has to be what happens when you pass out. So Tristan kind of pretty much drugged me over to this little bench a couple of feet away. I'm honestly shocked I made it to the bench. So I sit down, and this is all going on. I can't even really see. I can't breathe. My heart's racing. I'm cold. I'm sweating. And then my hearing was gone. Like, it slowly just faded out. All I could hear was like a light muffle. And I was like, I can't hear anything. He's like, there's no noise in here. It was really quiet. It was during the day at the mall. I'm like, no, like, my hearing is gone. So we stand there, and it did eventually, I didn't end up passing out. It faded away. And I was like, I'm probably gonna have to go to the hospital. So we got some water, we left, we drove home to his house. I called my doctor, and my doctor can sometimes, they'll take like 3 to 4 hours to the next day to answer. So I left a message with my actual doctor who's familiar with all my like heart palpitation issues and everything. And then I called labor and delivery. And this nurse was so rude to me. Like, some labor and delivery nurses are super sweet and nice and know that you're just looking for like answers and you don't know, is this something I should go in for? Is this bad? Is this fine? Is there something I can do without going in? But this lady was rude. I was explaining to her that I had past issues, what my doctor had said, and what was going on, and she would go, like I was telling her something that, like, you know, it just happens all the time to everyone. Like, it's totally fine. And then at the end, she was like, well, I don't really know what we can do for you. Like, liability, I have to tell you to come in, but we probably can't do anything. So sorry. And I was like, because my doctor had told me, had that got worse, to go to the hospital. But I don't like going to the hospital because I don't like attention. So I was like, I'm gonna wait for my doctor to call me back because I don't want to go in and deal with this nurse because she was rude. So my doctor calls back. She called back a lot sooner than I thought she would, like an hour and a half later. And she was like, if you're fine now, you're probably fine. If it happens again and you've eaten, you've been drinking water, and you're doing everything that you should be doing, and it's still gonna happen, that's when you should go to the hospital. So if it happens again, I do have to go to the hospital. But really what I think it comes down to is that I am anemic. Probably got progressively more anemic since I actually was tested to be anemic because I'm a horrible pill taker. Technically, I should be taking like 9 different pills a day, and I don't take any of them, including the iron pill. So I guess maybe being like severely anemic could definitely cause my heart to have all those issues. Because iron is what helps carry oxygen like through your body, and I guess if I'm not doing that, you know, I obviously wouldn't be able to breathe. I don't have enough oxygen, which is going to cause me to have the symptoms of passing out. So I think it's the anemia. So I'm trying to consistently take an iron pill, stay really hydrated, and just avoid the hospital because some nurses are not very nice. But I also heard that gestational diabetes can cause these symptoms too. So I guess in a couple weeks we'll find out if I have diabetes or not. But I really think it's the anemia. And I will avoid the hospital at all costs. And my doctor kind of agreed that, you know, if I'm taking the iron pill when it's happening, then I should go in because then it could be like blood pressure or blood sugar. But I'm going to try the iron pill before I test my luck with a pissy nurse, guys. We moved to a different area. You can see a little wedding board because we are getting married in October. And you can see some of his like Dragon Ball stuff because we do like Dragon Ball Z. So all I have left to do is show you guys my belly, and we can do the heartbeat, and that will be it for this video. I'm gonna slide my tripod down, probably all the way down. Okay, ignore my floor. My kids are kind of a jerk. There's like toys and crap all over the floor. I think you guys can see it from there. Okay. Ignore all this too. This is Tristan's little area. So, I'm also wearing Tristan's shirt and my really comfy, like, sweatpant type, soft leggings I love. So, Belly from left side. Last time I know she was laying really low, but I feel like she's over here now. Sometimes I can actually see like where she like outlined is. Front of Belly. And then side. And I still feel like I've gotten bigger because I feel like every week she's a little bit bigger, guys. Guys, I started filming and didn't even realize I hadn't hit play. I was talking probably this whole time. But I've already found her heartbeat. I'll show you guys the number, but my Doppler really doesn't read right, so it doesn't matter. But I can tell by like how fast and the movement that's definitely her. Something I want to add really quick before I end it is I love when you guys comment on my videos. Shout out to Patrick. Oh, I do not mind at all for guys to watch my video or comment on them or interact with me. I welcome anyone to interact with me. I really enjoy YouTube, the community, getting to know different people and my subscribers. I really enjoy that. Like I told Patrick in the comments of my last video of my baby girl haul was that I'm really shy. I'm an introvert. I'm painfully shy. It's taken me almost to being 20 years old to be able to order my own food at a restaurant, guys. Talking to this camera is so much easier than having a conversation with a real person. I love making YouTube videos. I enjoy doing this. I love this hobby. I really enjoy it. So I welcome you guys to interact with me, and I really appreciate Patrick O for all the love and encouragement and things he said to me in my comments of my last video. Shout out to you. I really appreciate you. Hope you enjoy the rest of my videos. Alright, you guys, that's all I have for this week's pregnancy update. When you guys see this, it will be Friday. Today is Thursday, Valentine's Day. We are doing filming all weekend and everything for Jackson's birthday, which will be coming up on Monday, where you can see what we got him for his birthday and him getting to open his first presents and cake and the little outing we're gonna take him on. We took James to Wonders of Wildlife. We're gonna take Jackson to this little play place. Super excited for that video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.